Round 2, we get to play first again. Nice. And I will keep the hand. We've got a Blossom Dryad into a Prosperous Pirates. Looking pretty good. And Crushing Canopy is some backup in case we start getting run over by any weird flyers early on. Or an Ixalan binding stops us. I'm liking where we're at, though. Oh, wow. Now our curve out is fantastic. 2, 3, 4. Boom. That's really sick. Oh, Seeker's Squire is an awesome card. And they hit with it. And they hit a Vanquish the Week with it. Oh. Well, I don't really want to play the Blossom Dryad into that now. I mean, maybe it's fine. They might not kill it immediately. Oh, that is so gross. I really need the Blossom Dryad so that we can get double blue for Entrancing Melody, or just so we can play the Prosperous Pirates. Well, I'm going to play it anyways. Holding it off isn't going to make it any better, because they're still going to have the Vanquish the Week, and they're probably not going to use it on Ixalan's Keeper. Ixalan's Keeper is doing nothing into this Seeker Squire. That was a good turn for our opponent, and not very good for us. We may, in fact, be in some manner of trouble. The good news is if they use the Vanquish the Week now, we do have cards like, I mean, obviously Prosperous Pirates, but we also want like the Waker of the Wilds and stuff to live. So getting them to use it on the Dryad, well, it's awkward and not great for us here, does give us a certain advantage later. They're not going to go for it anyways. I won't be surprised if they kill the Prosperous Pirates at the Vanquish right away, though. Honestly, Jungle Delver is kind of a good card for us to see. First of all, I don't think the card's particularly great. Second of all, if they do put a bunch of counters onto it, it's really easy to entrance. We can steal it with Entrancing Melody for very, very little and get a ton out of it. Because they might invest a lot into that card. It might be worth stealing anyways because we've got a bunch of extra mana lying around. So even if they don't just pump it, it looks kind of sweet for us. Opponent does nothing. Okay. If we attack with the Prosperous Pirates, they might just double block, put a counter on the Jungle Delver, which I want to encourage. So let's do that. I'm going to be very happy if they block with Seeker Squire and Jungle Delver and put the counters on the Jungle Delver. They might not do it because it's a big commitment into all this open mana. They have to leave all of their defenses down. Yeah. It's too bad. It's not super terrible for us either way. I mean, we are good. I'm saying it's too bad. At the same time, I'm playing a Marauding Looter, getting a raid trigger off of it, and like we're in great shape because of it, but I just wanted that extra value. Nice. There we go. That's what I need to see. I'm going to throw away this Crushing Canopy. Probably. The thing is that I want a lot of mana for Entrancing Melody, and I actually really want to steal the Jungle Delver and be able to activate it a bunch of times. So no, I'll get rid of an island. I don't know why I did that. Should have gotten rid of the forest. Yeah, I mean, I have the Blossom Dryad, so the mana didn't really matter, which is kind of just went through my head. I have Blossom Dryad and I have the treasure, but probably still should have thrown away the forest. Opponent does nothing. Windstrider's good. Pirates again? That is more of an issue. Yeah, there's really not much I can do about that. I can entrance it afterwards, which I suppose is good, but not as awesome as I wanted. Steal it, have a 5/5. I definitely could have thought about our opponent having snapping sailback. 5 is that dangerous number in this format. Should do it this way and actually use a treasure instead. Why, yes, I would like to loot. And yes, I would like to throw away that land. Pretty sad they end up with the Jungle Delver still, but that's okay. I mean, there's only so much we can ask for out of that. Can't steal both Snapping Sailback and the Jungle Delver. Grazing Whiptail. That's actually really unfortunate because I was hoping to get this Windstrider in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can use the Ixalan's Keeper. Play the land, attack the Snapping Sailback. See if my opponent walks into this. Because they can't stop the sailback. We'll see if they recognize that. They do. All right, pass the turn. Get to loot again. Yes, I would like to use it. And would I like the Crushing Canopy or would I like the Ravenous Daggertooth? I think that we want the Ravenous. I have Windstrider. I think we're okay. They haven't shown us any flyers yet themselves, and they're not exactly in the best colors for them. Black does have some, but it doesn't look like their black deck really does. And they're playing Grazing Whiptail, which suggests to me that they're just trying to have defenses against flyers. Yeah, now they're forced to use Vanquish the Weak on the Ixalan's Keeper, which is awesome for us. Just to stop the sailback. And you look at Depths of Desire. Something like a Depths of Desire would have been really good. I actually need to keep attacking the Snapping Sailback because I need to kill the Jungle Delver. As stupid as that sounds, I really need this Jungle Delver to die. It's going to get too big soon. They're building up a board around it and I have to deal with it. If they don't block the Jungle Delver, I'll be happy enough eating the Grazing Whiptail and then just trying to get in with the Windstrider instead. Okay, opponent's going to block with everything, which is pretty smart because it does mean that they're not going to get they're less likely to get blown out by something. Kill the Grazing or kill the Jungle Delver? I think that we kill the Grazing. If they have to put a ton of time into the Jungle Delver, we're probably okay. Sure. Loot. What loot do we get? Depths of Desire. Actually really like that. It's a good answer to the Jungle Delver right now. Prosperous Pirates. I think that I throw that away and keep the Depths. Like, Depths of Desire is just kind of amazing against the Jungle Delver if they're going to put that much time into it. And that does seem to be the game plan. Three, four. What is this? It's too bad. I'd really like to have hit a couple lands that we could have discarded there instead. Jungle Delver, get in? Oh, baby. Do I offer the double block? I mean, they can pump twice then. So I could offer, like... I can just take it. I'm at 20. The worst they can do is deal me 5. Direfleet Interloper. Hit a Ravenous Daggertooth. Alright, opponent's getting some gas. Ooh, they threw away the Ravenous, like, instantly. Didn't seem that bad for them. I think we just want to get rid of that. Windstrider in. Give me something good, Looter. One time for daddy. Not the one time that I needed. That was the problem of hitting like multiple good spells. Well, decent spells in a row. And then hitting multiple lands in a row. But that's what looting will do. I'm not too worried. I'll double block here. I think I'm willing to trade. I mean, I could just take the 3. I'm still at 13. I was playing Jungle Delver back. We can just take 3. I need to protect my life total, but I don't need to go insane about it. Oh, that is a big dino. That is a big dino. Go Windstrider. And they have a lot of mana. I don't really care about the Schooner. Kind of keeping it discard too. Maybe I should have kept it. Maybe I should have played it just so I could block something better. But this is a problem. Oh, we're so close. Make a 4/4 with trample. We can stop it. Taking currently just 3. I think we just want to race in the air. Well, I should have Sleek Schoonered. Because it's just another chump blocker. Down to 3. So the question is, what do I hit here? And can my opponent kill me if I don't hit anything? They're going to make a dinosaur. I mean, it's 8 trample power. They're not going to be able to hit me with all of it, though. Just 4 so far. Don't worry, it's only 4. It's only 40% of your life, not 80. So we can block Thundering, block a Seekers, taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they can pump up the Jungle Delver for enough to kill us. So we actually have to block the Jungle Delver, not the Seeker Squire. If we block Jungle Delver and Thundering, then they deal us 9 damage. Assuming, of course, that our opponent didn't get anything useful. Because if they had a land, they would have played it. It would have been really good to use Jungle Delver and the Thundering Spineback. Could have done that in the same turn. Yeah, I should have played that Sleek Schooner that one turn. That is almost certainly the game. Wow. I'm amazed that they had to think about that. I mean, they're at a very pivotal turn, so I understand that it's good to go slow, make sure that you're not misplaying. But that was a very, 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 very crucial time to top deck that. Do we even bother? It's going to take 7. It's fine, I'll just take 7. And we're probably too slow. So I can Waker and activate a land. If we do that, the land can attack, the Schooner can attack because of the Waker. I don't think there's any way that we can wake the land for enough, though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can activate the land for 2. We can activate it as a 2/2. If we could activate it for 3, we'd actually win the game. We can by using Blossom Dryad, but then Blossom Dryad's not attacking. I guess that... Oh, no, we wouldn't win the game anyways, because they just wouldn't block Blossom Dryad as the one card they don't block. Or, no. Yeah, no, I'm right. Damn, okay, yeah, there's nothing I can do here. It's so close. It's very close. I get to put our opponent to 1, but I don't get to kill them. I don't want to show the Waker, so we'll just concede. Wow, what a game. That was really close. They should have been jumping for joy and slamming that contract. That was such a great rip. Darn. Almost had it. The Windstrider strategy, I think, was the one to go for. We were very close to doing it. Had it all worked out to where we lived at 1. I did make a mistake by not playing the Sleek Schooner earlier. I don't think it would have helped there, though, because we would have crewed the Schooner and kept the Shipwreck Looter. And that... I still don't think that would have been enough. Well, I mean, then we would have 2 2/2s that would get through, right? Because we'd play the... No, because then we wouldn't be activating the Schooner, though. So we wouldn't have the haste from the Waker of the Wilds. The Waker of the Wilds would activate a 2/2 land. We would have the 2/1. We attack with everything. And it's still only 2 damage coming through. So it kind of doesn't matter for how it ended up. Doesn't mean that I shouldn't have done it. Just, you know... It actually didn't affect the game. I think it was still a mistake. It ended up not affecting the game. I'm not sure that I need the Crushing Canopy, but I'll keep it in anyways. I don't think I have a lot of better options. Maybe like an Opt or something would be okay. Feels like they're the team that has trouble with the Flyers, not us. Cancel for the Thundering might be okay. The giant dino that makes other ones. That card is unreal. Later in the game, it's as good as a Waker of the Wilds, I would think. Probably better. Once it's late enough in the game, anyways. This could almost be a game where I want the Cobbled Wings, just to push that advantage that Flyers seem to have over them. They do have the Grazing Whiptail, but we only saw one. If we had another Flyer earlier in the game, we'd have for sure won that. Even if it was something pretty small. I'm going to do that. It seems weird, but Cobbled Wings seems like a good idea. Fly, my pretties, fly! Get our merfolk in there, out of the seas and into the skies. I'll keep it. It's certainly not an amazing hand, but we've got a decent enough chance of drawing like 2 or 3 drop in this deck to keep a hand like this, in my personal opinion. All right. Sure. Depths of Desire is acceptable. It'll slow the game down, and right now the name of the game is slow for us. Oh no! Drover of the Mighty is scary. I can pounce on it eventually. I might just want to depths it now. Buy ourselves some time. We can depths, go Windstrider, and then pounce it right afterwards. Pounce and Schooner. Alright, planning out our turns, this seems like the best thing to do. I really don't want to let them untap with it. Drover is way too good this early. We've seen some big dinos from our opponent. Sailback and the Thundering. Do not want to let them have the ramp. Sky March Bloodletter. You bet. Play this. Pass the turn immediately so that they might not suspect that we have the Windstrider. I'm going to F4. I pressed F4. Weird. So that they maybe attack without thinking. Okay. Hope that this lands and they don't have a trick. Because they could easily have the Vanquish the Weak. Yep. Or Crushing Canopy. Alright, fine. Kind of okay with that happening because now we can use the Pounce immediately. Like, they can't actually respond to the Pounce. We can't pounce with anything that we have in hand. We should maybe just lead with the Waker or the Marauding Looter. I want to get Schooner down, but Schooner and Pounce next turn is better. I guess Looter it is. Put more power onto the board. Waker of the Wilds is a bigger threat, and it dies the things like Vanquish the Weak that we've seen from them. So throwing it out into possible Vanquish seems a little bit awkward. Tishana's Wayfinder. That's a card that I really wanted. And they hit a forest. Kind of happy for that. I mean, I don't love it, but I don't want them to have a 3/3 here to stop the Marauding Looter. And our opponent does have a flyer, so Crushing Canopy might have to come back in. No attack with the Sky March. Huh. So this is awkward. Because I would like to attack with this and raid, but I can't do that, obviously. And I can't play Waker of the Wilds and Pounce, which I would also like to have done instead of Sleek Schooner because of the fact that it just uses my mana better, but I don't have the third forest, so that doesn't work. I'm still thinking about just killing this Drover with the Pounce, honestly. I really don't want to give them a 2-mana 3/3 that also still ramps them. Card is just way too good. And they have the mana sinks, they have the Thundering. I just don't want to let them have it. I can deal with the Sky March. Definitely not attacking. Alright. Could be facing a lot of nastiness here. Can't be the Thundering anymore because it killed the Drover, but if they have it in their hand, I mean, we're probably losing this game anyways. They'll eventually hit another land, and then we're going to have to deal with it, and we don't have a good way to deal with it. Attacking with all of that? What is happening? I mean, sure. Pretty sure that I block with Sleek Schooner. Sure, they can have a trick, but I'm willing to trade Sleek Schooner for a trick here. This is strange. The attack with both doesn't feel right. I mean, maybe I'm just walking into something obvious. Cannonade doesn't... I mean, even if they play like Mountain Cannonade, it doesn't get both. What is this? Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. Okay. Kill the Schooner. That's pretty good. Certainly not awesome, though. It's just an okay effect. Now we have a Waker. And I desperately need it to be good enough. If they go land Thundering, I don't think our Waker can outmatch a Thundering. Because Waker is still using cards that are on the board. It's using your lands. Like, as the creatures. Whereas the Thundering just kind of gets you. Honestly. Yeah. To me, this is saying that they're just trying to finish us off as fast as possible before the Waker can take over. If they have the removal, well, then they get me. Okay, I really should have kept Crushing Canopy in. I never saw any of these. It's not my fault, chat. I didn't know. Wow, that's scary. That's some scary news. All right. I get a 5/5. It's not really enough. Ugh. I really needed that Crushing Canopy to stay in. I needed to put in a second one. If they have a mark, okay, I'm like, if they have a Mark of the Vampire, I'm done. I'm out of this. Seeker Squire. Get the counter. That is also a problem because it's just more evasion. They throw away the Seeker Squire. And they get the Ravenous Daggertooth. Wrath of God. I think that's about what I need here. Attack with the island, play a Blossom Dryad, leave up the rest of the mana. I mean, it's not good, but I'm going to make a 1/1 to chump with on the Dire Fleet. I mean, I'm still just going to die to the... I have to lose the Waker of the Wilds to either Dire Fleet, Interloper, or Ravenous Daggertooth, which is hardly ideal. Can't think of a way out of this. I don't have enough actual pump spells. Waker is good, but we just didn't have enough time with it. Yeah. We don't technically die this turn unless they have something. Technically not dead. I'm not sure that makes it any better, but we are technically alive. Block, block, block. We get to keep 6 power on the board, and we've got to miraculously change that 6 into an 11, or rather into a 13. And through anything else that our opponent might play. A second Deathless Ancient. Why did I cut all of the crushing canopies? I can't even whisper it. Why did I cut all of the crushing canopies? Why did you let me do it? I'm blaming all of you, chat. This is your fault. I'm just saying. This is entirely your fault. I know that none of you are here to tell me that I was wrong, but you guys were all wrong, and you shouldn't have let me do it. But that was a good game. Their deck is very good. Double Deathless Ancient is very disgusting. Their deck is awesome. That was a fun match, and we did pretty well. I mean, 1-1, not amazing, but we are forcing an archetype, and it was cut really hard again. I just feel like this archetype is just hard to get into now. I don't know. After doing this twice, and both times being really cut, and I never seem to find it open, I'm just feeling like getting the Dream Tempo Merfolk deck that I saw a couple times early on in the format seems to be harder and harder. In any case, that was a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed this week's version of Full Force. And of course, you can always like and subscribe to videos down below. You guys all know how to use YouTube. It's 2017. And you can check out the article and everything else that I do on newmontgaming.com. I now edit newmontgaming.com, so all of the content that's on there I kind of help curate and put out every week. We try and have multiple different pieces of content go out every single day for Magic and Eternal and for other card games like Hearthstone and Elder Scrolls Legends, so a bunch of different things that we do, and I hope that you check them out. Other than that, have a wonderful time. I will not be around next week because I'm going to be at TwitchCon. So TwitchCon is going to be running from the the 20th till the 22nd, and I'm going to be gone for that time. And I would love it if you are in the Long Beach area, if you could come by, say hi, give me a hug. I've got some stuff that I'm giving away to wonderful people that meet me there, any fans, and I will be back the week afterwards. See you, everybody.